Hey guys, it's Harleywood. If you're a guy watching this, stay tuned. You're going to want to pass this video on to your wife, girlfriend, mother, whoever the case may be that's going to be buying you Christmas gifts. If you are a lady, chances are you got sent this video by a husband, boyfriend, son, or whatever the case may be. And today I'm going to go over some of my top picks for manly Christmas gifts. On the table are just a few of them. We're going to go through them one by one. I'm going to post prices on the screen as I'm going through them. And I will also post links in the description below where you can buy each of these. Let me clear off the table and we'll go through them one by one. Alright, first up is a headlamp and flashlight from THRUNITE. Now these are two separate offerings. Everything I'm going to show you here I have reviewed on the channel. I will also post links in the description below for the individual reviews for each of these items, as well as where to purchase them. So on the right here is the THRUNITE TH20. This is a fantastic headlamp. I have two of them. I have several other headlamps. These two are by far my favorite, and in fact I think I'm about to purchase a third one. I have one that I keep in my go bag in the truck. I have one that I keep in my my hunting backpack, so when I'm walking through the woods, you know, whether it be early in the morning or late at night, I have light. And I want another one for when I'm grilling. I actually took the one out of my go bag, and for Thanksgiving I was smoking a turkey on the Big Green Egg, and I had this with me all night. Fantastic. And then the THRUNITE, this is the TN12, and this is the 2016 edition. I also have reviewed an earlier model, the 2012 edition. These are fantastic lights. They take a very readily available battery. It's kind of the light that I hold all others to. If you've watched any of my flashlight videos lately, this is the one that I typically compare them to. Next we have a POWERCORE from ANKER. These are external battery banks that allow you to recharge smartphones, tablets, other accessories on the go. I use these almost every day. I mean, it is very rare that a day goes by that I don't burn my phone battery down and have to plug one of these in. They are extremely useful, especially when you travel. If you're on an airplane and you need to get some power, playing games on your phone or whatever the case may be, this is your solution. This is the 26800. This will power an iPhone 7 Plus roughly 7 or 8 times. It'll recharge it. I also purchased this separate storage container. It is a hard case. The POWERCORE fits perfectly in there, and it has two mesh pouches to allow you to store some other items. So I have some charging cables in here, and I also have the power port that has the two jacks, so I can charge this doubly as fast. Next up, the GOALZERO 250. This is extremely versatile. I took this on a hunting trip that I did recently, and I used it quite a bit. Mostly for the floodlight on the back. I used this to power my cabin, and to, not power the cabin, but to light the cabin, and it was invaluable. You can charge it via USB, you can charge it via the crank handle, or it can charge via solar. It also has a USB plug to act somewhat like the POWERCORE that I just showed you, so that if you need to use the internal battery to recharge a cell phone or a tablet, you do have that option. Next up is ammunition. Ladies, if your guy is a shooter, he will never be mad at you for buying him ammo. I promise you that. Anytime my wife comes home with a box of ammo, it's good. We'll just leave it at that. I typically buy from Freedom Munitions when I buy online. They have very good prices. A lot of it is remanufactured ammo. Never had a problem with it, and I highly recommend it. I took this boar buster hunting, and from a little over 100 yards I was able to head shoot 2 does with no problem. It's very accurate ammo, lots of knockdown power. So whether you need 9mm, 45, 40, this is 308 ammo, they have it all. Go check them out. I'll post a link in the description below. Alright, I have this mounted to my plate carrier. I'm not going to unmount it, but this is the GERBER STRONGARM tactical knife. This knife is fantastic for tactical use, for camp use, for EDC use, for just about anything you need it for. It has an extremely rugged blade. The price point is very, very reasonable. There are some big channels that have torture tested the snot out of this knife, and every single one of them was very impressed. If you want to go see one of those, I would recommend Gideon's Tactical. Just look up Gideon's Tactical STRONGARM knife and you'll see his review. They sent it through what they call the gauntlet, and I believe somewhere like 10 different YouTubers took this and just literally beat the snot out of it, and every single one of them was incredibly impressed. And the price, you can't beat it. It's fantastic. I'll post it on the screen. Alright, two more. These are the Braddock pants from Tactical Distributors. They call them the pants for doing man shit, and it's because they are tough as nails. I have a couple different pairs of pants from Tactical Distributors. These are definitely the ones that you want if you want a little bit of added warmth and a little bit of that extra toughness. If you're gonna, I use these when I'm chopping wood, when I'm doing all sorts of things, and they hold up tremendously well. The price is right, and I will post a link in the description below where you can get them. Alright, and if you really don't mind spending a little bit extra money on your guy, I'm going to recommend something that will make you the wife of the year. Not necessarily the gun. I'm going to recommend a gift card from JagerWorks. JagerWorks is the one who does all of my slide milling and Cerakote jobs on my Glocks. He also does a few other firearms. Ladies, if your man has a Glock or a Smith & Wesson M&P as his normal carry, or just something that he plinks around with at the range, he would probably love something like this. Again, you're going to spend a little bit more money, but I promise you he will not let you regret it. Alright, so that's it. As I said, I'm going to post links in the description below for all of these products. This is just a few of the things that I've reviewed throughout 2016. Lots of fun items. Guys, you owe me one. Ladies, I promise you your man will not be upset if you get him any of these products. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button below. Lots of videos to come. We'll see you on the next one.